كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله.
Even Khawla bint al-Azwar, she's a young woman and this is a great warrior. Khawla, very good, especially in martial arts. She's excellent, mashallah. She's very good in fighting, a great warrior. Khawla radiallahu anha wa rahimaha, in one of the battle, her brother, Zurara ibn al-Azwar, was taking as what? Was fighting, and all of a sudden the group of the Persian or the Romans surrounding him and were able to capture him. When she heard that, you know what she did? She put her armor, she covered her face, and she took her sword, and she took the horse, and she started hitting the battle. Khalid ibn al-Waleed, in the battle, he has one of his assistants, the other lieutenant in the army. Khalid, when he saw her, he thought that this is the lieutenant that's in the army, because he's a great warrior. I forgot his name right now. And when that lieutenant saw her, he think that this is Khalid. He said, because nobody can fight this way. She's very good in mastering the horse and fighting. And she used to go all the way until she looking for her brother. She fights until she breaks all the lines, and she goes inside to the tents of the Romans. Hundreds of people she goes past by, and she go look for him, he's not here. And then she go to another place, she start fighting, and she comes back. And that's what she's doing. She's going through the whole entire army, going back and forth. And she couldn't find her brother. She got so sad that her brother is not with them. And finally Khalid approached her and she said, who are you? And she said, I'm a woman, so don't force me to take off my hijab. He said, so he knows this Khawla. And the next day he let her lead the whole entire side of the army, because she's such a great warrior, and look for her brother. And when the battle finished, he figured out that her brother was taken by a squad of 100 soldiers to the Romans. And Khalid radiallahu anh appointed 100 Muslims to go rescue her brother. So Khawla, she said, I want to take a permission from you to join them. I want to go get my brother back. She's a young woman. Then Khalid gave her the permission. And the army was going in one way. She said, no, don't go from here. Then they said, why? She said, they didn't go from this way. I know. She said, I'm a person who travel, and I know I will never go this way. I will go the other route. They debate, then they said, let's follow her opinion. They followed her opinion, and they found them ahead of them. And they were able to capture them. And she fought until she freed her brother, and she brought him back to the Muslims. That same woman, she was captured with a group of women in one of the battle. And all the sisters were taken as prisoners, captured by the non-Muslim. And they did the biggest mistake in their life. They captured Khawla as well. And they took her, and all the sisters, they took her to the Romans, took them to their side, to their camp. And that's another mistake to do with Khawla. So while she's sitting with the woman, she told them, and now what are we going to do? They're crying, didn't know what to do. They said, do you want to be the mother of the children who you will bear from those disbelievers without marriage? To be raped? They said, no. Do you want to be slaves? They said, no. They said, let's fight. How? We don't have weapons. She said, let me tell you. Then she looked outside the tent and she said, do you see that tent over there? That's where all the weapons in. What I want you to do in the night, you go outside and you start collecting the 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 iron stick that it hold the ropes of the tent, the pigs. I want you to collect it. And this is the weapon that gonna use. So in the night they start pulling one after another. This is the weapon. She thinks she have even a strategy. And she said, I'm good in fighting with hand. Don't worry about me. I know how to handle it. Then she said, what I want you to do, I will take the pillar of the tent, I will take it and I will use this stick as my weapon. And I will bring the attention of the army to this. What we'll do, we will sneak all the way behind to the tent where all the weapons are. The swords and the knife and all the weapons there. She said, I will take care of the soldier who guarding it, and you from the back put fire on it. So the swords will be so hot and melt, nobody can take it. And will be distracted to save their weapons. And that's true. She went and she knocked these guards down, and she allowed them to go and to put fire on it. Then they sneak behind the horses. She took horse for each and every one of the sisters there. And she said, whoever can't ride behind somebody who knows to ride. And she let all the horses to run through the army. So more distraction than she run with the Muslims woman, and she brought them back to the Muslims camp. She saved the whole entire Muslim sisters from being prisoners. That's what you're talking about, a youth. Khawla is an amazing woman. She's an amazing woman. Her life is just amazing. She was a very sensitive person as well. Beautiful poetry, beautiful words. She used statements she made, rahimahullah wa radiyallahu anha.